are you feeling just now?
I'm okay. Same as last week.
You're okay? So how do you feel about talking to me today?
It's okay.
You feel okay?
New face.
Okay.
I deal with new people.
So can you remember what was spoken about at the last session?
Oh, something about getting in trouble, I think. I'm not quite sure.
You remember we spoke about dreams? Remember we talked about the dreams?
Yeah,
that you
dreams,
have for your life?
yeah.
Yep. And we spoke about the objective for the Impulsive Lifestyle Counselling program.
Yeah, sure.
So it helps us to identify behaviours that get you into trouble with drugs, alcohol, other people, the law,
Yeah.
and help you to decide if you want to change your behaviour so that you can get into maybe less trouble.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
as I said, maybe drugs is the big issue with,
Mhm.
and, well, you know, I don't know if I want to change my personality.
Okay, that's okay. And remember we spoke about the 4 areas that people sometimes have issues with?
What are they? There's 4 areas on a piece of paper, right?
Mhm.
I don't remember.
You don't remember? Okay, so we had self-indulgence, interpersonal intrusiveness, breaking social rules and irresponsibility. Does that ring any bells?
Yeah, well, I guess I am a bit irresponsible at times.
Okay. And then we finalised with talking about goals, so we set some goals for that were clear.
That's right, the paper, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So did you do the homework?
No.
No, you didn't. Okay. That's
I
okay.
I told her I'm not good at homework.
Okay. Well, that is okay, but just remember that that you'll get the more out of the program if you do the homework. Okay, so it is quite important just to recap some ideas that we talk about.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I know.
Okay. Are we okay to move on then with today's session?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
So today we're going to be focusing on how problems arise when you have an impulsive lifestyle. Okay. So I've got a worksheet here for you, which introduces the TAC model. So this is what we call the TAC model. This model can be used to make the consequences of our actions more clear, and this is how it works. So we have a bomb, that's here. So the bomb has a trigger, so T for trigger, and when the trigger mechanism is activated, the bomb explodes. So then we have A for action here, and then when there is trouble, that's C for consequence here. So TAC. Okay. So trigger, action, and consequence.
Okay.
So we can use this model to look at how your impulsive actions and the problems that they lead to, and then you can think about whether it's possible to maybe stop and maybe count to 10 and see if you can react in a way that will lessen the consequences and cause less stress and fewer problems.
Well, with me, you know, I'm fast.
You're fast?
I'm fast in many ways.
Yeah.
I'm a fast thinker, but I'm also fast to act.
Okay, so when we think of trigger, we're thinking, what was it that set off the bomb? It can be a situation from the past, the present, or something that might happen in the future. A is for action, so how did the bomb explode? How did you act in the situation, and how did you act impulsively? Okay, and then C, consequence, as we said. So what happened after the bomb exploded? What was the consequence of the way that you acted, and what did it cost to yourself or to others? Okay, so I'm just going to give you this worksheet, and we can maybe work on it together. So now we're going to work with a situation that demonstrates how you can use the TAC model. As I said, you can use this model to make the consequences of your actions clearer. So in this way, you can work on making choices that are better for you in the long term. So we can work on some examples together. Okay, so here's some examples here. So Mike finds out from his caseworker that there is no money left for him this month. Mike shouts and threatens the caseworker before he leaves. Okay, so that's the situation. And then we have the trigger is he gets no for an answer, he's turned down and there's no more money. His action is to shout and threaten and leave. And the consequence of this is that there's no money, he's in a bad mood, there's a conflict with the caseworker, and he frightens other people.
Okay.
Okay, so now we have a situation, and we can think of the trigger, the action, and the consequence together. So Stephen has just been released from prison. On the way home, he stops and buys some drugs and alcohol. He comes home to the family under the influence. So what do you think the trigger might be in this situation?
Well, if you get out of prison, you sure want to party because you've been locked up for so long and there's no freedom, and then you go out, and so for sure you want to party.
Okay.
You're getting out, that's just, you want to have some fun.
So out of prison.
I can relate to that,
Okay, good. And so his action in this situation, can you identify that?
Well, he's, of course, the one who buys the drugs.
So buys drugs and alcohol.
Yeah. And use them. Take the drugs, drink the booze, whatever.
Okay, and then how do we think the consequences are going to be then for Stephen and for other people involved?
Well, I think his family should be... they should show a bit of understanding, that he's been locked up for that long. If you know people, they're probably gonna be nagging him about it forever.
Okay, so...
Do you want to go back into prison? What is going on with you? And, I can just hear them.
So you think his family will nag him? Yeah.
If they're anything like my family, anyway.
Okay. Anything about how he might feel?
He might be... I think he'd be really mad at them.
Mad at his family, yeah.
Yeah, and I think he'd want to get high again.
Okay. Okay, good, well done. So we'll
That's
just go
what
through this.
That's what it's been like for me, anyway.
Yeah, so you can relate to the situation too.
Sure.
Okay. So we've got Stephen. The trigger for his situation was he came out of prison and he wants to have fun and be free.
Yeah, sure.
And party.
Sure.
Then his action is he buys and uses drugs and alcohol and sees his family. And the consequences are his family will nag him and he will be probably quite angry at the situation.
Yeah, I guess that's what it works. That's how it works.
Okay, so can we think of a situation from your own life then?
Well, it's kind of hard sometimes to remember because it goes so fast, when you do things.
Yeah. So
what could it be like?
So
I haven't been to prison in a while, and but I got a quarantine from the social office a couple of weeks ago. Not from the treatment services, mind you, but from the social office. And it was down at the social office. I saw this man, and he owed me money.
Okay.
And I ran after him, and and I shouted, where's my money? And it should be clear to everybody that he's just this cheating person who's not respecting people. And maybe I said that I'd kill him or something.
Okay.
I'm not sure. It was about the money, He owed me money. You owe someone money, you pay them.
Yep. Okay.
And I shouted a little bit, maybe, and I ran after him, and then I was the one who got the quarantine. He's the one who doesn't pay his debts. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
I think they're just, they just never really fare that way. They don't see the big picture.
Okay, doc. So we can break this up then. So the trigger for the situation
was this man,
Yep. So he owed you money.
Yeah.
And didn't pay you. Okay, I'll just note this down. And then your
And
action.
if you don't make sure that people pay you back, you know, then everybody's just gonna take advantage of you. That's how it works.
Okay.
Maybe not in your world, I don't know. In my world, that's how it works.
Okay. Yeah. And then the action. So you.
Well, I just told him that I wanted my money. Okay, I told him in a loud and clear voice, you know,
Okay. Yeah.
so he could hear me.
There was some shouting. Yes.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. And did you mention some threatening? Threatening it?
Maybe.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I was a little bit high.
Okay. And the consequences then of this action, where
Well, I didn't get my money.
you didn't get your money in the end.
No.
Okay.
And I got the quarantine.
And you got the quarantine.
I can't go there for 3 months to my social office.
Okay, so that's good. Thank you very much for sharing that. And we've worked through a situation together. Okay. So are we okay to move on, or would you like to add anything else to this?
No, I mean, that's
We're okay?
that is what happened.
Yeah. Okay, so to sum up this part then of the session, you can use the TAC model to review your actions and take an honest look at the problems and the consequences that they have resulted in, just as we've done here.